Hi there, it's Debbie with the Pickin Coop, and I am out in my chicken coop, and we had to dispatch Chuck. Chuck turned into Chucky, and so he went to freezer camp yesterday with the help of my nephew. So it's much more relaxing out here. I can shoot a video and show you all my girls, my nesting boxes. And now what I want to do is I'm going to clean their coop and their nesting boxes. So I thought I'd bring you along for that. So what you're going to need for something like that depends on what your floor is made out of. I give the girls a little bit of scratch on the ground there so it keeps them busy so they don't get all stressed out by the rake. And a bucket, a rake, and a shovel in my situation. I've got like a sandy bottom to this. I'm going to be adding more sand to it, clean sand. Next time I go to the town, they say to buy clean construction sand. It works quite well for that. And then we're going to be cleaning out the nesting boxes and then also putting fresh shavings in there for them. They just flick them out anyways, but it's just nice practice to keep them clean. So I'm going to do that first. It's kind of dark in here, so hopefully everybody can see. So stay tuned. So first of all, I'm going to look in here. I gathered eggs last night, so there are no eggs. I have a little ladder that I built for them. I'm going to move it out of the way. It's all right, pretty girls. I put their food dish up there. So I am just going to clean this out. Bear with me. All right, so I just have a kitty litter scoop. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to get all of this old bedding out of here. Just do all the boxes. I built 4 nesting boxes. Originally, I had 6 hens, but one got sick as a juvenile, and I don't know if you guys have ever raised birds before, but birds are very susceptible to stuff, so I segregated her, and I gave her fluids and antibiotics, and she just didn't make it, and she was kind of the runt of the situation. All right, so we got those all cleaned out. Okay, now I have a big bag of shavings here, and I have a big scoop in there, and I just put at least 2 scoops in each box. Although they only prefer this one box over here. It's funny how they all lay their eggs in one box. They say that build one box for 3 to 4 chickens, but I did 4. I think maybe once or twice they laid eggs in a different box. So I don't know why they do that, but they do. All right. So now their nesting boxes are nice and fresh. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rake the area where the chickens are not. That way you can kind of herd them around. Then I just rake the surface. You might want to wear a little mask for this. It gets a little dusty. It is. I have to say it's nice and relaxing out here. When Chuck, my rooster, was little, I was able to do this. I was doing it every single week. But he got so aggressive that I couldn't even clean the coop out. It was terrible. Get back in here, girls. Alright, so I'm going to move the... Oh, they found some chicken scratch down there. Let's see if you can see them. They're pretty cute little girls. These guys are barred rocks. And I chose them because they're supposed to be kid-friendly, which Chuck was not. He was just doing his job, I know. But he got to the point where he was really dangerous. And so I have these 5 hens. They are good egg producers. And they tolerate the cold really well because, like I said, we live almost at 3,000 feet. And they do really well. So what we do, we have 2 big, huge windows that are grated in here. And we board the one up to keep them from the north wind. So they stay warmer. But look at them go. They're great egg producers. Their eggs are kind of a tan color. And they each usually lay about 1 egg per day once they really start laying. And at first, if you've never had chickens, which this is my first year of having chickens, their little eggs are pretty little. They're pretty small, and then they gradually, which you can't blame them, gradually start getting larger. And so then you have a great supply of eggs. And then during the winter, when there's not so much light available, Mother Nature tells them to either stop or really slow down on the egg laying. And that's exactly what happens. Excuse me. And so a lot of people will put lights in their coops. I did not. I chose to let Mother Nature take her course. Everyone says that's better on your chickens. Look at them go to town. They're just happy little clams. I thought they would be traumatized from losing their leader, but they obviously don't seem to be. Look at them go. Oh, they're just scratching up a storm. I have a metal wash tub over here that I made into a dust bath for them. I put ash and sand and a little dirt in there. Do you think they'd use it? Nope. They pooped in it. That's all they did. Yeah, so I need to actually take that out of here. It's just taking up space for them. I cannot free range them simply because we just have too many predators out there. And then I take all this wonderful chicken poop and feathers and all that good stuff. I take it out to my compost pile. So I did a video on my fermented feed, and they do really well with this. I was thinking that they preferred the scratch much better, because whenever you throw the scratch in, they go crazy, the dried food. And then when I got back from Idaho, because they were eating dry food every day, because my hubby I didn't want him to have to do the fermented thing. And once I started feeding him that again, he was only getting like 2 eggs a day. Once I started feeding this again, they started laying what they should be laying. And then I just have all my little veggie scraps in here for them. And I give them that. I put herbs in there for them. There's some kohlrabi leaves in there, and I think there's some parsley. They really like it now that they've had a chance not to have it. They go to town on that. It's so much better for them, and they eat half of what they normally would. And it's more easily digestible for them. Alright, so then I just use a shovel. I shovel up everything I've raked up. Feathers, poop, sawdust, dirty sawdust. It's not a glamorous job, but it sure makes it nice for your chickens. And it's healthier and keeps the smell down. Oops. I figured they work hard for me. Why not work for them? Okay. So that's all there is to it. It's just a matter of, you should do this on a weekly basis. I come out here, I'm going to start coming twice a day. Because like I said, I came out here last night to check their water, and their water was almost gone. And they had like 3 or 4 inches in their water. We keep our water, let me show you this. It's on a ratchet strap. And we keep it suspended. Watch out, chickie poos. Come on, girls. We keep it suspended in the air because they seem to keep it, it's at mouth height for them, and they seem to keep it much cleaner because chickens are messy. Not as messy as ducks, but they are messy, and that seems to work better. Their water stays a lot better, and I put, this is 3.5 gallons, and when I fill it, I put about 3.5 or 4 capfuls of apple cider vinegar with the mother in it, organic. And then we also put a piece of copper tubing in there, and that helps keep the water from going stagnant. So that works quite well. Those are things I've learned along the way. So that's all I have for you today. This is like chicken herding 101. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Hope the sun is shining where you are. Hopefully you're staying cool if it's hot where you are. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.